Well, more progress, more progress. We're now doing the tools for the Pioneer, and we're going for a British pickups handle because it's a British vehicle. And we've done a few bolts in the floor, tidied them up, and I've got me little mat box on the back of the seat. Oh, how cool is that? And then round this side, round this side we've got this box here. We talked about this, making it wider, so as people just don't look at the tracks. Hey, lunchbox. One big square sandwich.
Yeah.
And then I'm putting the first aid boxes going on the inside. Have to be tech screws for them because it's a box section. And I'm going to just here we have a bit of a bend in the body here, a bit of a bend, and basically I'm putting a hand axe in, but I haven't got a hand axe, so I'm getting a normal axe. So we're going to shorten it, and you'll be fascinated to see how we do it. Maximum length for the hand axe has got to be 39 inches on the wood. So basically I'm going to chop it off, chop that nice bit there that fits your hand off. Then I'm going to put a draggy bar up there with the epoxy resin. Got to be good.
But the real question is, what's the best bit? Is it the eye-popping production from the Martin Alive and me, Stephen Unbelievable Word? Or the beating heights of the fair mice and flues and our huge know the best news with so much included in the price, you won't need to worry about your wallet. Summer breaks are selling fast, book now at Bunnings.com. Sometimes running a business can feel like sliding uphill. A zero online accounting software can help predict the future cash flow of your business. So you can say
And you're left with this, which could be useful. Had a bit of a breakthrough.
A big breakthrough.
Right, so no more keys. Okay, watch this, look, watch. Oh, gotta be good, isn't it? Gotta be good. Floor starting with your foot. If I can wind a bit of threaded rod about that far up there, and then glue it in and then wind it into that one and make sure the cuts are parallel, it could come out very neat. Now you could do with this a lot of measuring and everything and accuracy, but if you've got skilled hands you don't need to. You could just wash it through. What could possibly go wrong? Drill a hole in the other end and hope they line up. I can edit it. Oh, it's getting stiff now. It's either going to be beautiful or it's going to split straight up the middle. I think I've got my hole drilled exactly right, but you never really know. Whoa. Not far off. Now to get rid of that gap, I'm going to run around that with a hacksaw and make a parallel gap. And then I'm going to get one more twist. So as it tightens up, it's absolutely perfect. Then I'm going to open it, put epoxy resin in, and then I'm going to do it up again. And then we're going to sand it. And you'd never know it wasn't a properly designed Second World War hand axe for trench war. Now, the trick now is to make the gap parallel. And then that way, please excuse the hacksaw, we found it in the ditch when we were doing some hardcoring. And then, when it's parallel, there should be very little gap when I tighten it up. Not too shabby, just nice. Shame I've got a little line there, but I don't think I'll ever get rid of the line. But like I said, it's not been glued yet, but I've got to. It's been pretty strong without any glue, so I might not even glue it. That's the effect I wanted. And that's the linseed oil I've got left laying around. Brilliant. Everything you want in the world. Make my day. Get running. Well, I got tied up today and I had some foreign friends come over on a bonding visit, and it did take up a bit of my time. Now, the back of the track Jeep's looking very nice. We've now got a Bren gun mount and seat out of the back. So when the Germans chase you, you can give them a good old what for. And my Pioneer rack's looking lovely. Bit of oil. Now, all sorts of fancy wiring for clever things that are going in on the dash. And soon I'll be able to get all that back, and that'd be nice to get that back because that looks bloody ugly. I think I bought an M1 carbine today, along with about 100 other guns. It was an auction, sealed bid tender, so I really don't know what I've got. Just no telling what's coming, apart from one double-barreled Magnum rifle that shoots an exploding shell. How about that? I'll do a little feature on that when it arrives. And what are you doing? That convoy light.
Convoy light.
Now it's in red, which it shouldn't be really, but I just like red. Simple as that. If you like it, you like it, don't you?
It can be whatever colour we want.
Any colour I want. It looks like it's winking at you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a winker Jeep. Now, yes, and we're doing something with the flow mass meter to make it run a bit smoother, apparently.
Yeah, mass meter.
And this has actually got, and this is quite rare for Second World War, this has got a...
OBD.
Yeah, OBD, there we go.
We'll be plugging in the auto later on.
Plug it in and check out what's cooking and what ain't cooking. I've still got to get me other tow ball there, because I was saying to Dan, I mean, you might get the chance when you get twins, both want to pleasure themselves on your tow ball. Hey, how many times in a year does that happen? Not many. And if you're not careful, you won't be ready. So I need another tow ball. Sometimes I'm shocked by the range of skills we have. Dylan's got this out of a skip, and he's on a mission. It's going to run like a dream, like a Rolls-Royce generator. Who's it made by?
I don't know.
As long as it's not Clark, you got half a Rolls-Royce, you got half a chance. I'm proud of you. Jeep's coming on nicely. Another little bits of the jigsaw. I've made the mount for the Bren gun now and done the bit in the floor. That's all in there, beautiful. Closed cell phone. I keep meaning to ring them up and I missed them by 10 minutes today. But that's the next thing for the seats, and I suppose I could start thinking about the canvas now, couldn't I? Some sort of fancy canvas hood that goes over it, with sort of belts that hold it onto these ribs so it can't shift. And do I have a window in the back door, which I don't think they did in the Second World War. I think they had just a hole with a crisscross of tape on it. If it wants to be authentic, and we want it authentic. We've decided that buying all these cars is just too expensive, so now we're just going to do an oil drum crush. We're going to economise, and we're only going to charge £1 for the full Monty, and you get to wash a tank, and then you get to run over an oil drum, whoever does the cleanest job of the tank. That's not actually true, thank God. That was a good feeling, wasn't it, eh? That was a good feeling. I reckon our Caterpillar would be collectible now, it's so old. But it's a beautiful old now. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, I suppose he got it. He nearly did him sideways. That would have been a disaster.
Shall we reposition?
Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh my God, he's found out how to start it. It's got these secret buttons. I thought it was safe. Right, well, it's all done, and now it's seating. And I was going to get Mike's wife to do it, but apparently they've got 2 more weeks of shows. So I was hoping to give her the phone today and it'd be ready at 8 o'clock in the morning, but apparently it's not going to be like that. So I'm going to have to get a trimmer, and that mean Carol. Carol the trimmer, who's Polish. As long as he's sober, I'll get a lovely job. If he's not sober, well, you can get anything. And I have had anything when he's had a couple of drinks. So I'm going to start cutting up my closed cell foam, and then I was successful in Brightwell's auction on lots of Manet-Chex top covers, and I'm going to chop them about and make seat covers out of them, and a new hood. How cool. Well, we've had a gentleman come up and he's into tucky tickers, and we've got a beautiful tucky ticker. So as she said, it's taking for a run in it, and the ground's quite hard, so what could possibly go wrong? I think Ashley's trying to close the bonnet. The bonnet is very, very heavy, and it's got a big spring-loaded thing on it, and you have to dangle on it to try and get it to close. There we go, there's some sort of lock will bang it down. Probably seized up through lack of use. Now, we were thinking about selling boats, but I'm not lucky with boats. That one there. More of a submarine, really, and what's really amazing is there's another one underneath it. Yes, can you see those little turtles? It's big, it's black, it's got 5 gears, it's got a Perkins phaser, and just about everything you'd ever need. It's got nice little hatches inside you can open up and give people the V sign. I wonder why that bonnet won't close. Let's look further. Things are progressing nicely, and we've decided that Mike will probably be, as he's our kind of driver, he'll probably be doing more driving of the track Jeep than anything. We're getting the machine guns on now, and we're making sure ergonomically we've made it comfortable for Mike. Right, if you start her up, Mike, make sure she's not in gear. We put it so the fans go on immediately, so we can't possibly run the old girl hot. And then is the dip switch in the right place? I think that's the wrong tune. I think it's out of sync. It should be go da 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 da. Oh well, we'll work on that. Well, what I'm making now is a strut for me Browning that goes down and stops it waggling around, and I've just tacked it there, so now I can get it dead square, which I believe it is square, and now I'll put another tack and then I'll weld it properly. That took a long while to make, and I've been dicking around on that for like an hour and a half. Now, if I was, say, £70 an hour, would anyone really pay that kind of money for that? Oh, one off. So there you go, that's where it goes. That bolts on there very nicely, and then that lays down there all flat and lovely like that, and then it goes up to me Browning, and it's kind of spring loaded. That curve makes it bouncy and it stops vibration. Although saying that, we've got plenty of vibration. Well, tonight's been exciting at Mr. Southerington's auction. Now, I don't buy an awful lot of stuff on there, but I thought I'd pay a bit of attention, and I think everything was rather underpriced. And I won just about every vehicle, and the ones I didn't win, I was the highest bidder. So I'm expecting a phone call in the morning. There'll be a bit of horse trading. Check out the next pictures, and there might be something that'll just be a bit of you. And I won't be keeping it all, but we are kind of building a museum. And some of the rare stuff would look very nice. So hence all the building work out the back of the place. But yeah, things are progressing, aren't they, Bear?